now as we prepare for snow. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank standing by with a look at how much we could get and the timing of it all, which is really more important, right, Rach?
Centered right around the time of the morning rush. And I think, again, as I mentioned before, it's going to be tough for crews to keep up with it. It is a fast-moving Friday storm. It is not going to be around for too long. Starting after midnight, it's already exiting between 10 o'clock and noon tomorrow, and that's it, with sun coming out as we head through part of the afternoon. But the problem is this will be a potent storm that will end up developing. We've got one piece here to the south, another one to the north, and they're going to kind of join forces, or phase as we call it. And as those come together, well, did I make that big enough for you guys to see? That will rapidly intensify, and that's what we think will be able to produce some of those heavier snowfall totals. You can see some snow right now across West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee. Here's the start time, again, after midnight, but it may take until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to make its way all the way to eastern Connecticut, and it's ending. And I've pushed back the ending time a little bit, about 10 to 11 o'clock for most of western and central Connecticut, but it may take until noon or 1 o'clock for parts of eastern Connecticut, which is one of the reasons why we have higher snowfall totals forecast there. So 8 o'clock tonight, we're still dry, no weather issues out there. We've got after school activities to go to, green light for that. After you go to bed, that's when things get started, unless you're up watching the radar late. 1:30 in the morning, we're starting to see some of that snow enter the picture, and it fills in rather quickly, and we get a thump of it. This is when the heaviest will be between about 5 o'clock in the morning and 9 a.m. I mean, could we pick any other hours for the heaviest snow to arrive? So 7 a.m., it's snowing pretty good. And there will be these narrow, heavy snow bands. Right now, we think that eastern Connecticut is going to get in on them. Even parts of central and southern Connecticut, too. The farther north and west you are, the lower risk you have of getting in on them. But they're really nasty to kind of pin down. They're really small and narrow, kind of like finding where a thunderstorm will pop up in the middle of summertime. But as we head through the morning, notice we're starting to dry things out from west to east. This computer model is a little faster than I think it will be, but you get the picture. And then there's some breaks in the overcast for the kiddos that have the snow day and can go sledding. This is going to be a fluffy snow, which means generally not the greatest for making snowmen, but if you give it a little bit of time to kind of settle, it does tend to get a little bit easier to do snowballs. About 3 to 5 inches of snow is what we're expecting for western and central Connecticut, with 5, 6, maybe even up to 7 or 8 inches for parts of eastern Connecticut. I think the best chance for 7 or 8 inches is going to be in northeastern Connecticut with this storm in particular. But again, because those bands are really tough to pin down, it wouldn't be out of the question for kind of a narrow band to kind of try to snake its way through parts of central Connecticut too. But this is where we have the greater confidence in some of those higher totals. Then as we head through the afternoon, high temperatures will climb into the low to mid 30s. Saturday looks great. Lots of sunshine. It'll be chilly out there though, with high temperatures close to the freezing point, and most of Sunday morning is going to be okay. But as we head into Sunday afternoon, we'll bring in some showers, and there is a chance for a mix in the higher elevations. The other big story after that is going to be the real cold that we have in place. Highs in the teens, lows in the single digits. So it's going to be looking like winter after the snow moves in, and it will also start to feel like winter around here too in a big way, Brent.